Here we go, Brave Nation. This next battle is 3 5-minute rounds in a catchweight bout of 59 kilograms. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 6 wins and 2 losses. He stands 168 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 59 kilograms. Representing Yas Kush and fighting out of Kyrgyzstan, please welcome Bekzat Saparov. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 7 wins and 3 losses. He stands 170 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 58.95 kilograms. Representing Taktai team and fighting out of Nur-Sultan, Kazakhstan, please give it up for Alisher Mortal Kombat Gabdullin.
And the thing I love about these lighter weight fighters, both these guys naturally fight at flyweight. This is a catch weight of 59, but what I love about these lighter weight fighters is they set such an incredible pace right from the get-go. You see, look at that leg kick, caught overhand, maybe parlaying right into an armbar. That fight has everything in the first 10 seconds.
First 10 seconds, absolutely. Leg big kick. Opening attack, big counter, even a submission attempt.
Leg kick to overhand to sub attempt, as you say, Kirik. Oh, and then lands a nice little clipping shot. Working in the clinch now. Both these guys have incredible grappling backgrounds, so you can see from that, just from the use of the wizard being illustrated here by Alisher Gabdullin. And just how important is that wizard position in mixed martial arts, Kirik?
It's ordinarily better to have the underhook, but if you can't have the underhook, having that overhook, that wizard can do what you need to do.
Right back into the middle of the cage. Both these men standing right in front of each other, no feeling out process.
Alisher maybe just a little bit more aggressive, certainly he's pushing the distance now.
I really do enjoy just how technical these lighter weight fighters are. The big guys can sometimes coast on power and just raw aggression, but these lighter guys have to be so technical. See Alisher in the middle right now, as you say, leading the dance a little bit more than Bekzat. But just as we say that, Bekzat comes forward. Oh, trying to land that big knee, times it beautifully, and in the clinch we are again. And on a single, doesn't quite get it. What an interesting exchange right now.
Phil, what I'm loving so much about this fight is the strikes in the little spaces in between the exchanges. When there's a little switch between wrestling, little bit of distance, boom, you see a shot in there. These guys aren't grappling and then striking. They're doing both at the same time as quickly as is humanly possible.
Alisher just stalking right now. He switches stances fairly often just to try and create more angles for himself, to try and lead Bekzat Saparov exactly where he wants him. And right now it's Bekzat Saparov skirting the cage. Has to be wary of walking into a big shot. It's almost like a Matador-esque performance here from Alisher, just trying to get... Oh, throws a flying knee.
Mortal Kombat looking for a double knee.
I just pressed double X on my controller there, so that was the flying knee. Oh, big shot. I love a little bit of dirty boxing right inside the clinch, grabbing the back of your head of your opponent and firing off uppercuts. Somewhere Randy Couture is smiling. Bekzat Saparov putting everything into those knees, really working the body. Alisher replies with his own. These lightweight fighters are so supremely conditioned, so this is a kind of pace that they can sustain for 15 minutes, Kirik.
This catchweight division should be called the Lightning Division.
Only ever one shot away from one of these guys striking, so fairly apt pseudonym.
Mortal Kombat is right above us right now with a look of extreme focus on his face. He's about to let something go. He's looking for the range. He's getting reads.
Again, Saparov is relentless, just essentially marched Alisher all the way across the cage. Alisher showing just how good his balance is. But oh, big shot landed by Bekzat. Forces the attempted takedown, but trying to get in on a single himself is Bekzat.
Alisher does not want to throw another kick. He threw 2 middle kicks, caught, took down, or darn close to it, tried going even lower, still got caught. He wants to avoid those going forward.
Yeah, it was marginal. He was nearly caught with that big looping overhand. And again, like I said, Bekzat Saparov unafraid to get into a firefight. Kazakh fighter Alisher just trying to find those angles for himself, constantly putting the pressure on his opponent Saparov. And on the takedown, if he scored a takedown now in the final stances of the round, it would be huge.
He did.
That's such intelligent mixed martial arts, showing seriously high fight IQ there.
That absolutely could have won the round for him, Phil.
Yeah, realized 10 seconds left. What could put an exclamation point on the round? Score the takedown.
Having said that, I am extremely glad I'm not a judge for this round. Interesting, neither fighter wants to take a stool. They're very comfortable sitting on the canvas, and here we have a green hill in play.
You're right there, that round was tighter than the jeans I'm wearing right now. Great way to open up. Kick thrown by Alisher, caught, reply over the top, then Alisher trying to throw up a submission. How much MMA can you fit into the first 10 seconds of the fight?
Really push off, reverse stomp up to the neck, and here we see it again.
He's edging ever closer with that big overhand.
Alisher does not want to throw any more of those lower middle kicks. If he's going to get caught, he's probably going to get taken down again. Beautiful technique to catch a kick moving into that row. Great job from us.
Bekzat Saparov looks ready to go. Again, it just speaks to just how well conditioned I was saying these lighter fighters are. Both these guys barely breathing heavy. This is crazy.
It is, and just as a quick aside, I want to say I appreciate the staff going in there and cleaning up any water or sweat that may be on the ground.
Again, both these guys are staying within striking range of one another. They're just in that pocket range, and again, nice quick kick this time from Alisher. Attempted catch from Saparov, but didn't quite get down in time for it. Could Alisher potentially try and set up the likes of a head kick, because he was throwing up those low kicks with such frequency, and he's already elicited that response from Saparov.
I believe that's exactly what he's doing, Phil. I had the identical thought to you did. I think he's sticking with those low kicks so ferociously because he's planning on setting up a high kick.
These guys playing out the dance very much the same way they did. There's those big winged hooks from Bekzat Saparov. I'm really enjoying the octagon, or the cage control being exhibited by Alisher Gabdullin. He hasn't really allowed Bekzat to dictate the pace or the cadence or flow of this fight at all. I love the range that these guys are fighting in, Kerry.
This is absolutely top-notch. This is world-class in all regards. We love this facility. We love this nation. Love these officials, and we love that attempted double down.
Beautiful work on the takedown, just timed it beautifully.
However inadvertent, there was a little cage grab there. It didn't work. Makes me happy when I see it.
Let's see how dangerous the guard Bekzat Saparov is. Has the guard alone with one butterfly hook, but if he tries the sweep, he doesn't have a lot of space. Cage looks like it might be impeding a little bit.
Вот так. Выше, выше руками. Руки грузи ему тоже. Да, да, да. Вот так. Вот так, да, все хорошо.
Alisher Gabdullin doing a good job of intelligently bringing his opponent away from the cage into the open mat area, thus negating one of the pillars, that being the cage that Bekzat could have used to get back to his feet. Bekzat now just more stalling with those double overhooks. Look at that head work from Gabdullin, just almost using the head like an extra limb to just bury into the face of his opponent. Not a headbutt, but it is perfectly legal.
Absolutely is, and judges see little nuances like that, and they like it.
Momentarily, Bekzat looked like he was trying to jump on the Kimura. May have been looking to use it more as a bump sweep than an actual offensive submission. Oh, that's a big thumping shot to the body right in front of us here in our broadcast position. A little bit of hand fighting going on from both men. Gabdullin has been able to progress to the half guard or half mount, depending on whether you're a half full or a half empty kind of guy.
Bekzat was attempting some shots off his back, trying to actually strike from bottom. I don't think he felt like that exchange was going his way.
Nice
and just when I said it, he pops a couple of hammer fists to the ear-temple region.
Now, people may be wondering why he's doing that, but recently in a show back home in Ireland, I saw a guy finish a fight off his back. Big shot. Oh, this could be
out of nowhere.
This could be snap or tap. I thought that was clean. That took my breath away momentarily.
Great defense from Alisher, and obviously great offense from Bekzat.
Done a good job to stay calm and not try and wrench his arm out, because a lot of the time, as you know, Kerry, when you try and wrench your arm out of an armbar, that's when it gets to the point of snapping. Nice shots being landed by both men.
One of the many things I admire, Phil, about fighters from this region is that they don't get scared. Even if they're in a dangerous situation, even if they're down, they are fearless. You don't see fighters get shook here.
Bekzat constantly trying to land shots from the bottom, but Gabdullin employing the age-old time-tested technique of body-head. Again, good head control, just bearing that into the face of his opponent, just grinding it in.
This is an excellent case of where it is good to be up, to have your opponent up against the cage. If you can keep your head above his, controlling it, the head from moving up, fighter can't come up. We've got to pass to all the way past the top side control.
And it may be trying to set up a head-on triangle, but doesn't have enough space just on this side of the cage. What he did so beautifully in that pass was had his hands around the ankle, and that's what he used to shift to the side.
Very smart.
So intelligent.
Very smart, Phil, for him to bypass going for the submission instead. Put the knee in the belly, posture back, landed at least one big shot as time ran out for the judges to see.
This is another fantastic fight here. And it goes back to what you said at the top of the broadcast. This isn't just prelims are exactly what they are sometimes. Prelims, lesser heralded guys going in there, and sometimes, I'm not to be rude or disingenuous, but sometimes it's just hard fillers. This is not the case. We have seen three incredible fights. This is our third incredible fight. These are legitimately the best guys in the region.
Absolutely. What we're seeing here really is the Central Asian Championship. This is not a normal preliminary card.
We're seeing just the timing on that takedown, absolutely beautiful from Alisher Gabdullin. Trying to give credit to Bekzat Saparov, trying to land strikes from his back, trying to get something off. Threw up a wonderful armbar at one stage. And there's that use of the head as Muay Thai is the science of 8 limbs. What Alisher Gabdullin was doing there was implementing the 9th limb. Very, very intelligent.
Huge respect to our partners, Octagon League, for putting together what so far has been an absolutely stellar undercard.
I know I'm going to get absolute pelters from left-way enthusiasts as soon as I mentioned the 8th limb there. Please don't at me on Instagram, thank you very much. Although if you would like to follow me, it is at PC_commentary, much appreciated. Here we go, third and final round. And again, I know I've said it a bunch of times already, but the pace that these guys have been able to keep over the course of a 3-round fight is incredible. Big shot from Bekzat Saparov. Did you see that? That was subtle. There was a slight twitch there on the kick from Gabdullin, and straight away the hand went down of Saparov. There is scope for a head kick there, I think, Eric.
You and I are absolutely in agreement on that, and we're just on the outside. We're not the fighter. I absolutely think we're going to see a high kick coming before too long. Oh, I love that knee to the liver. And I love that snatch double leg.
That's absolutely beautiful. And what's more impressive is it wasn't done against the cage. It was done in the open forum, the open mat area. That's what's so impressive about a takedown like that.
Mortal Kombat on top. Planning, no doubt, some kind of nasty attack. What you see here, Phil, is a fighter controlling both hips. The knees are controlling the hips on both sides. If he feels like he can't, you're probably going to get to transition to where one side is completely controlled and you give up on the other side, but it cuts the bottom player's options in half.
Again, working that body head. Bekzat's shouted out a couple of times more so in frustration than anything else. And especially in the third round of a fight, this is not where you want to be. You don't want to be the guy with your shoulders pinned against the cage, but Gabdullin doing a good job of controlling the head here.
Phil, and what's a highly unusual moment, at least for me, Alisher appears to be showing no loss of speed despite being being well into the third round. This is what supreme conditioning looks like.
Again, he's just rolling those wrists inside so beautifully to give himself, it's essentially maybe half a second that his hand's free, but he's able to pop a shot off. Absolutely exquisite from the Kazakh national. Doing a good job now controlling the legs, and it's not like Bekzat isn't trying to get away. He's trying to get onto a hip. He's trying to shrimp out, but Alisher just isn't letting him get away.
He's absolutely relentless. And Brave Nation, some of the relentlessness that we're talking about is very difficult to see. It's subtle little hip movements.
Yeah.
It's anticipating what the player on bottom is doing and shutting it down before it can ever happen. But what you're seeing here is an absolutely relentless attack from on top from Alisher.
Halfway mark of the third and final round, and so far it's been predominantly Alisher Gabdullin getting his offense away while Saparov has been defending. Gabdullin may try and just peel that hand down. Could transition into a quasi-crucifix position. If you're flexible enough, you can get the crucifix from the half-guard position. And he looks like he is. Saparov constantly trying to get that guard back, trying to get something moving. A couple of times I've noticed Saparov has readjusted his mouth guard. I don't know if that's a sign of fatigue or if the mouth guard just isn't fitted correctly, but he seems to be having a little bit of trouble with that.
What often happens, Phil, is if a fighter gets dehydrated in the third round, they start getting cotton mouth, and that mouthpiece no longer feels like it fits quite right.
Watch out for the head-on triangle attempt here, trying to isolate the arm as Gabdullin. Saparov wise to it. Able to pop that arm up again, but so far it has been all Gabdullin in this third round. Doing a great job of just clinging to his opponent, squaring off the hips. Very low guard here from Saparov. And it's like track and trace. Anytime Saparov opens the guard, tries to move the hips a little bit, Gabdullin just follows them. It's like these guys have magnets on the hips. It's crazy.
Phil, I can feel Saparov's frustration through his, I can see it, I can feel it through his body language. He doesn't have a plan right now to win this fight.
Just constantly trying to create a little bit of space, but the 24-year-old Alisher Gabdullin showing just what a force he is. Again, I love that Brave Combat Federation is giving these guys a platform to show the world just how good they are, just what world-class athletes they are.
Short time now, 10 seconds, Brave Nation.
Trying to transition into
fantastic
position.
Alisher gets mount, and just before he could potentially end that fight with strike, time is called.
And what a way to cap off a fantastic performance from Alisher Gabdullin. Using incredible fighting, through incredible groundwork and intelligence, he finishes off in that hard position, and that may have been the cherry on top of what was a fantastic performance, Kerry.
Phil, I do think that the first Kazakh fighter into the Brave Combat Federation cage tonight has got to win. Right now it looks like in our Central Asian tournament, we've got Uzbekistan 1, Kazakhstan 1, and our home nation right here 1.
Just going through the official processes now of collecting the scores from the judges. They are being tabulated. Looking at the replay, you can see Saparov was constantly trying to catch that kick and come over the top with an overhand. I would have liked to see, if I'm going to be hypercritical of the performance, first off, fantastic performance from Alisher Gabdullin. If I'm going to be hypercritical, I would have liked to see him throw up the head kick because he was getting that response from the kicks, from the tails, from his opponent, Bekzat Saparov. But aside from that, fantastic performance.
It's the risk reward in mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
The highest reward, things like a head kick KO. The reason you only get those a handful of times a year is because it is so risky. For these fighters, first time in a global promotion, they really wanted to win. Maybe didn't want to take a huge risk, particularly when I think he didn't need to. I think he was winning this fight pretty handily throughout.
Is making his way inside the cage, which can only mean one thing. We have an official decision.
Are we going to see one win for Uzbekistan, one for Kazakhstan, and one for Kyrgyzstan?
The referee is on the fighters into the center. Carlos Kramer, make it official for us.
All right, Brave Nation, another incredible battle inside the Brave CF 53 Octagon League cage. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Your first judge scores about 30-27. Your next 2 judges scored about 29-28 and 29-28 for your winner. Out of the red corner, Alisher Mortal Kombat